Imagine. Take your wildest dream and make it a reality. Make it not a dream anymore. Make it something that's real. Bring it to fruition. Tell yourself you're a star.
Peace. Choose to inspire, not destroy podcast, and we're back.
Austin.
Yo, choose to inspire, not destroy.
Yo, that be hilarious. Peace. Choose to inspire, not destroy. Podcast episode 31, and we're back. I got my guys with me, Brandon, Kofi, I'm G. If this is your first time here, thank you for tuning in and giving us a shot. You're safe, and we appreciate you. If you've been here before, salute, respect. Thank you for sticking with us. We hope you've been enjoying. Before we get into anything else, I want to issue a little challenge. You know, we've been working hard. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get it together. So if we have 43 subscribers, we want to challenge you and ask you, tell a friend to tell a friend. If one person could get another person to subscribe, you help us grow. We'd appreciate it. And we'll keep getting better, man. Nothing is perfect, but we're in the process of trying to learn and develop. Fellas, yo, it's lovely to see y'all, man. It's been a minute, man. What's going on?
Hold on. Hey, challenge accepted. I'm going to get at least 5 of my people to subscribe to the next episode.
All right.
So, can y'all do the same?
All right.
Can you match?
Yo, I'm trying.
I'm
trying. Yeah, we got to start pushing the issue and letting people know that we not just here killing time. We here trying to build the movement, and we trying to create something that we want other people to see and be a part of. Join us on our journey, man, because everybody's on a journey. So I'm with that. I'm with that. Can we help build something? Cause we working. It's good to be. Your lights look fire, bruh. Oh man, them lights look. Yeah, them lights look fire. I'm not gonna front, Kofi. That's super. I see why you be sitting in that couch like that now. Like after going into your crib and sitting in it, you not slouching. Like that's how you fall into that couch when you sit back all the way.
Yeah, he got the big comfy couch.
Yeah,
like that
super comfy. Yeah, super
sometimes
comfy.
it becomes my bed.
So
For a couple of days.
I can imagine. A couple of days is crazy.
I mean, there's a shower down here. There's a mini fridge, a microwave. I got an extra toothbrush and mouthwash. Good.
Trying to be close to the snacks, huh?
Now you know it's crazy. I told my wife the same thing. I was like, "Yo, if you kick me out, I'm just going downstairs. I'm not going nowhere. This is my house. I live here."
Yeah, word.
There's a separate entrance down there.
For real.
I played myself and said I was turning the studio into like a studio apartment, and she looked at me like she wanted to smack fire out of me. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get rid of this couch and get one of the pull-out joints that turn into a bed, a hot plate, and I'm straight."
I got my
That's
little,
a good Airbnb idea.
my little blanket right here.
Oh, the Sherpa. Is that a Sherpa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that looked that.
George, did you ever get the soccer mom seat I told you to get for soccer? The one that like is fully covered for the rain. I think they make them now with like they come with like portable electric heaters.
Yeah. Nah, when the season start again, I might get one of those. Yeah, they took the whole soccer experience from me though, bro. I started out strong, cheering the way I wanted to cheer, and then Amelia hit me with the, "Yo, you kind of embarrassing me. Why you gotta be so loud?" And I was like, "All right, I'm a chill." Because they actually started winning. I think their coach was like offended that I was trying to coach on the sideline. So he started coaching for real, and they started winning. They finished off pretty good this season too.
Yo, next season, I'm showing up.
Yeah.
We showing out.
Yeah.
We showing out.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
Right? Like, let
We
them
should
have it.
tailgate right before the
Yeah,
game, like in the parking lot.
I'm with it. I don't
He
care.
thinks you were embarrassing.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the squad.
Bruh. Yeah. I need backup. That was the problem. I wasn't getting no backup.
Yeah, it was just you.
It was like, man, and then I think they probably was like, "Yo, this dude never talk loud, and he out here screaming at the top of his lungs. Like, who is this guy?" it was crazy. It was enjoyable. Yeah, this is the first time we kicking it since our get together too, man. It's good.
That's right.
It's good to see y'all, fellas. It was a great time. I had a really good time. I had fun.
Me too. It was good.
Yeah, my wife super duper enjoyed herself.
Yeah.
So now I gotta figure out some more adult sleepovers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, listen, we're doing Spider-Man on the 17th.
Yeah.
Down
The
one
17th of December. I gotta figure out what's happening around then. But it might be even more possible because, I mean, we about to get into a longer story. But my daughter got her first vaccine shot, and the thing that's been kind of like keeping me from mingling even further was her. Right? Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
A, I don't want to do things that she can't be a part of, and B, I don't want to be reckless, and she's not protected. Right? So like on both sides of the spectrum, I just been like,
Yeah.
all right.
Uh-oh.
This dude. It's his. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to put this disclaimer out there. On a previous episode, I'm not sure which one it was, Brandon took the time to say that it was my internet. That was the reason that he kept getting dropped from the cast. So I went through the process of changing my internet. I got a wire, ran the Ethernet cable, so I'm hooked up directly to my house. So in the comments, please kill him. Let him know that the issue is him. He did a speed test on my stuff and was like, "Oh, your speed looks amazing." So I think, let's start a kick Brandon back campaign for kick his back in for talking about my stuff. And
your speed is fire now.
It's top notch, baby. Good looking on ordering out that wire for me though, because you ordered the cake. I hit you and you ordered it ASAP, no hesitation, and it came right on time, just as the guy was doing the work.
Yo, to be clear though, you were using practically dial-up internet beforehand.
Hey,
your Wi-Fi was garbage.
I was using the tools that you told me to get, bruh. So if you want to blame anybody, then blame you. But I'm not even gonna kick your back in too crazy because I got a nice desk that I'm coming to pick up tomorrow, baby. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
And contain your disappointment. Like, remember,
I did my best.
It up from somebody that you're really close to. So, like, it's like when, I don't know. I can't even do, like, you're going to just have to, you can't show it on your face. You got to just be like, oh, this is nice.
You know when, like, your kid make you breakfast and it's like some M&Ms with some random, you be like, oh, I love M&Ms.
We grown. we adults. That reaction is going to be completely different. And I'm trying to record, so they going to hear about it as I'm looking at it. Yeah, like, I'm not even going to wait. Forget the intro. I'm jumping straight into that.
Live stream as he's walking in.
Yeah, because I got plans.
Some of that interaction.
Yeah, word. 3 hours for a desk and to see my guy though. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? You came through a couple times. You show love, so I'm looking forward to coming to check you, man. I owe you that visit. Squeeze it in.
Yo,
really dope. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it'd be really dope if you got there and he handed you a box and IKEA instructions. Like, there you go.
Yo, it'd be like Street Fighter. It'd be like Tiger Uppercut. Be like, yo, nah. He sent me a little sample pic though. He just ain't want to send me the finished product, and I seen some other stuff that he did, so I'm pretty sure he laced it up. I'm not going front. I got some ideas.
Yeah, I get a little busy.
Yeah, I got some ideas for the spot.
I got something to look forward to for my shed. Cause
yeah. We need to just spread out the projects. You know what I mean? We go work on that shed for you. We sheetrock the studio for me. I showed you them tiles that I'm thinking about getting. Yeah. It's about to be fire.
Nah.
All jokes.
You know what we really need to fix? That faucet that you were talking about. Yo, I need to replace it. That joint is like. That joint is
shower up there, right?
Yo, that joint is flowing. Right?
Yo, low, I can't hear you.
It's not a drip. The water is flowing out of that faucet.
So like. Does the wall have to be broken to fix it? Like,
nah, bruh.
Is like the only thing that really needs to be replaced, most likely, is like a little plastic ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
You just gotta unscrew everything to get the ring
Yeah.
like out
Crack
of there
the
and
thing
replace it.
off.
But
Yo, why you ain't say nothing while we was there, Kofi? Why you ain't remind us?
Hold on.
there was a lot happening.
It
There
was.
was a lot happening.
It was. Yeah,
I
yeah,
had to
yeah.
go and butcher like 4 cows for us.
You
That's
did.
true.
And I mean, I threw it out there early, but I wasn't. It's your first time. It's our first time as a group. I'm not gonna have us put in work in the house. Like,
It'd have
no,
been
it's not
quick.
fun.
Yo, it take like 10 minutes the most, Kofi. Like it's
But
1,
you're
2,
talking
3.
to somebody that like that doesn't run anywhere close to my DNA. Like
Yeah.
I look at that and be like, all right, how much? Like I don't even pretend. I don't.
Yeah,
like I
that's
just.
true. I mean, if you got a plumber to fix it, it's whatever the base charge is. If they're like, yo, it's $100 for me to show up, then it's $100,
Yeah.
right? Like you don't gotta,
Yeah,
like, whatever it
yeah.
is to get them out there. That's the
Yeah,
cost.
yeah. That's
It's
how I
funny-
know how to fix it. That's what the same thing. The dude was like, yo, it's that plus the part. I just got to go get the thing and you good.
It's funny because we call our normal plumber that we have that we trust. He's been busy, so a while ago we had another plumber come for something else, and they took a look at that upstairs also, and they were like, "Yeah, this would be like with labor and opening up the wall to be like $700, $800." Like, no, you guys can fix what we asked you to fix. And I forgot what else they were fixing over here, but it was like $200 or $300, and I was like, all right, whatever. But like that, I was like, I'm like, for that, I can start to remodel that bathroom.
Yeah.
Tessie knows how to lay tile,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, for
and
real.
she knows how to do backsplash, so we've got that covered. Like all we need to do
Yeah.
is like sheetrock and move some pipes, and that's it. So
Yeah, you
Yeah,
bugging.
he tried to get you.
Yeah,
He tried to get
800. You should have called me, bro. I'd have been down there ASAP. If you trying to just throw away some bread.
oh,
That's a vacation right there.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
800.
I'll take 6.
That's always. It seemed like that's the go-to though when water or something is involved. Oh, I gotta go into your wall. I gotta see what's happening with your wall. It's like, nah, bro. I
You know why?
watched
'Cause
the YouTube.
You don't know no better.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't know no better.
You don't gotta go on my wall. Like leave my wall, leave my walls alone,
Word.
bro. You crazy?
nah, but no jokes aside, I wish I could get rid of that shed and just build like a either 3-season or fully covered basketball court.
That would be fine.
Like a
But
full
the
court.
shed isn't in as bad a condition as you think it is.
Yeah.
Like it looked pretty decent.
I tried to tell him that, B.
So here's the thing: I've seen what's crawling around in there, and nah, that whole thing just needs to go. Like,
No, it needs some work. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's in the right. It's
Yeah,
in
it
the right
don't-
kind
it
of
don't
condition
need
that
to
it could
go.
be worked on.
okay, well, when we do our backyard over, or our like when we build the deck out there, and hopefully pave all the grass, and then we can do the shed.
You're trying to pave all the
Yeah,
grass.
you don't like grass? Why you don't like grass, bro?
I like other people's grass because they take the time to actually care for it.
Yo, it's not a
not
backyard
interested in
really if it ain't no
Ridiculous
grass
amount
back
of
there.
time, my time outside, sweating on my time off, taking care of grass.
I hear you.
I
I
feel
think
you.
every 2 weeks I try to convince myself that it's in the budget to buy one of those robo mowers. It's not in the budget. I
Yeah,
can't afford it.
yeah.
I mean,
But
I'm
But you-
struggling with getting the rider joint, and I need the one that you ride. I really,
you do.
I need
Yeah.
that. Yo, I'd be like, damn, bro, I just cut this grass every week, 2 days at a
I have a
time.
riding mower. I still don't want to mow it. It was like a cool flex. Like when I bought my house.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
You don't throw
I'm
your
on the mower.
AirPods in and put on
Yeah, you gotta take your shirt off,
podcast.
bruh. Take your shirt off, throw your
I'm
AirPods
riding with
in.
my shirt on.
You know, you putting your shirt
Are
on,
you
you're
one of
not
those
getting the
people
full
that takes your
effect.
riding mower to the gas station, like rides it to the gas station to fill up? I've seen that happen in the summertime, and I'm like,
I
oh,
ain't
so
never
good.
seen that. I ain't.
Come
Yo,
to my
what's
house
funny
in the
is the gas
summertime.
station's not that far. It's like I could do it.
Right.
Just take the one
But
wheel.
still, I'm just like, is this appropriate? Like, are you supposed to be here with that? Like,
Yo, for real.
Yeah,
they
that's
have
crazy.
You not.
hipsters.
Yeah, that definitely not. Definitely
Yo,
not supposed to be doing that.
Before I got disconnected, what I was trying to say was, COVID, right? Related to COVID, which seems like the fucking issue that never ends.
Yeah.
So, and related to my daughter. Here's the situation that we found ourselves in, right? So we take my daughter to get her first vaccine shot a week and a half ago, right? Like whatever the Saturday was that we take her to get her vaccine shot. Monday, we get a call like, oh, hey, on Friday that just passed, she was exposed on the bus, right? So we're like we can't get her tested now, right? She just got, like, first of all, we wouldn't have gotten her the vaccine shot because they wouldn't want you to without knowing.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can't get a vaccine shot after you just get a test. So we would have just been waiting anyway. But now we were in the situation where all we could do was wait and see, right? Because she had just gotten the vaccine shot, so she couldn't get tested because it would, like, and we just had nothing. Thankfully, she was perfectly fine, right?
Yeah.
Perfectly healthy the whole time, no issues. Sincerely doubt she had caught anything, right? All of us are fine, but we're all vaccinated besides her. But, and, you know, quarantine ended today, right? So, like, she's good. Everybody, she goes back to school tomorrow. But, like, yo, if it happened on Friday, why would you call us Monday afternoon? She went to school on Monday, right? Like, why would you call us Monday afternoon? Like, oh, hey, by the way.
That's crazy. They bugging out.
I'm like, yo, y'all are wild.
Yeah, they bugging out.
Did they tell you about the 15-minute rule?
No.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about the 15-minute rule.
Nah,
So
you about to make something up.
No. All jokes aside, in our district, the kids have to eat lunch, right? So they all go to the lunchroom, and I think it's by grade, right? And they're obviously sitting next to each other. And parents were asking, well, like, why would we have our kids going to the lunchroom to eat and, like, everybody's going to be exposed? They're like, no. We're only counting exposure if it's been 15 minutes or longer next to somebody that has COVID.
Yo, that's some Connecticut shit.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah. Unacceptable.
Just dig a little bit deeper into, like, what the process and regulations are at your school, because you'll probably find something wacky. Because
at my school, they have half the kids eating in the lunchroom, half the kids eating in the
gym, probably
the theater room or whatever it is, right? And they're spread out, right? So, like, they have to be further apart, and then half the kids can eat at one point while the other kids are playing, and then they swap, right? So some kids play first, some kids eat first. So they've got it, like, figured out where, like, even at lunch, they're, like, distant. Right? Yo, your school, though.
Yeah. Anything goes.
For real.
I feel like I'm in the Flintstones.
Yeah, the school Amari go to is anything goes too. They bugging out in there. We went to that first parent teacher conference. Oh my goodness. Talk about being like jam packed. I was like, hold on. You just gave us this whole thing about how safe you trying to make it, all these precautions you taking, but you got us packed in here like sardines, bro. Like it's no order to this. Like, I don't want to hear how safe you been if you not showing me.
Yeah.
Like, how I'm gonna take your word for it if what I see is the opposite of what you saying it was.
It's pretty crazy. It is pretty nuts.
And this is when they start getting sick too, and
Yeah.
you don't know what's what. It's like, oh,
every
damn.
sneeze is dangerous right now.
It's like, oh, you sick? You coughing? You got COVID? Like, you coming in here with COVID? like don't come around here with that. Austin had a little cough last weekend when I picked him up. He was like, yo, I'm kind of sick or whatever. I was like, sorry, bro, you might not be making it here this week if you like, what's today, Tuesday? I'm gonna check on you by Thursday. If you sound a little better, you might could slip through the cracks. But he was good. But when he was here, every time he coughed, I saw him like peeking at me to see if I was looking at him. It's like, yo, bro, don't come over here with that.
On top of that, the contact tracing people called us on like Tuesday or something like that, and they were like, "Oh, you know, you shouldn't really like hug her or like and make sure that." I was like, "Yo, it's been 5 days already."
Word.
Man. Like, what
word.
are you even saying?
If it's here, we got it. Like, it's all in here
like,
already.
I'm like, first of all, she's 9. So.
Like, thanks, but no thanks for your advice. Even that is crazy, the way they tried to break it down. Where it was like, yo, stay away for a certain amount of days after, and it was like, yo, come on, like, I just don't want to be in contact with it at all.
Period. Yep.
At all. Like, people act like it's cool to be like, yeah, I caught the COVID, or when I caught COVID. It's like, nah, I don't ever want to say I had that.
Yo, worse for me is the people who never had it, right? And they're like, oh, it's not that bad. You know, I'm like, yo, you don't know anyone who's had it. You don't get to talk.
Yeah.
Like, if no one close to you had any long COVID issues, right? Like, my sister went like 9 months with issues from COVID.
Yeah.
Wow.
My wife's aunt was messed up for like a year. Caught it twice, right? When people like, you can't catch it, she caught it twice.
Yeah.
She's a nurse, right? But like,
Right.
it was
Nah,
tough.
it's nasty. It's nasty. I'm cool. One of my homeboys, I stayed away from people for over a year. Like, every time they was having a get together, these are like the friends I grew up with, my boys. It was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Miss y'all, but I'm not doing it. Yeah, I got vaccinated. I was like, all right, like, I'm back. I'm about to be back in the building. His birthday came around. I went to his crib. Yeah, this dude probably hugged me like 30 times. It was mad pounds, hugs, all of that. Couple of weeks later, he sends a message in the chat. Yo, I got COVID. If y'all was around me, be careful.
Wow.
I was like, what? Yeah, and I hope he see this, because I hope he watching, because I was extremely tight, because it was like, yo, bro, you not vaccinated and you touching me, you talking to me all close, you got me in here with a mask. I already felt crazy because I went to the party with a mask, but as soon as I got to the backyard, it wasn't a mask in sight. So I was like, all right. I was like, all right, everybody here probably vaccinated or whatever, they chilling. Nah. So now I'm back in my cave, like, back to where I feel safe.
My man's, yo, I without putting too much detail into it, but my man's like met his brother, right? Like, didn't know he had a brother, met his brother for the first time. His brother has an infant, and his brother was like, yo, you know, they were about to meet up. He was like, y'all vaccinated over there? He was like, yeah. My man's is anti-vax. Straight up lied to his man's, and like was like, oh, it don't matter. It's not. I'm like, yo, you're the problem. Like, you right there.
Yeah.
You lying about it, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He gets mad at me all the time. He's like, yo, when are we gonna hang out? I'm like, yo.
Word, call me, bro.
Herd immunity, man.
Yeah, like this is
like,
us
once
hanging out.
My daughter's vaccinated, we could do something outside,
Yeah.
right? Like, we could do something. He's like, oh, you're not going. I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to be safe for my family.
Word.
You can do what you want with yours.
Word.
Right? Like,
I am just trying to live.
Word.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. My wife, she going back into the office, right? So I was asking her, I was like, yo, you gonna still be wearing a mask? What if nobody got a mask on in the office? And she was like, that's their problem. Like, I'm gonna have my joint on.
Yo,
It's
them
still
masks,
not a game.
I feel like since COVID, I haven't really gotten sick in 2 years, right? Like, everyone, all those anti-masks, like, oh, how you gonna? I'm like, yo, it's super healthy. Like, we're doing so much better because of it. You know, like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah, word. Word. I got sick.
Flu.
Yeah, word. I got sick one time during this whole thing, and it was like a 24-hour thing, but it was kind of like when COVID first started hitting, and I could tell, like, yo, my wife, she was so nervous. I was scared to death too. I ain't gonna front, because it was like, why do I feel like this out of nowhere? Like, yo, please don't let me have this. Well, I caught her like Googling. She never wants to go to the store. She was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the store and get you something. And she jumped straight into, yo, let me make sure you good mode. But it was nerve wracking, man. It really was.
Yeah, I can't wait till hopefully, 6 months, a year from now, when we look back on this episode, we're like, yo, remember COVID? Like, that shit was crazy. I want to look back on it like bird flu, right? Like,
yeah. It ain't leaving though.
We talk about
it ain't going away. Like, it's here. COVID about to, is just a part of life now. We just gonna
COVID
have
rented
to,
a room.
yeah. It's like, yo, I ain't going nowhere. Y'all gonna have to deal with it and just leave it at that. That's kind of where I'm at now. Just trying to learn how to live within it and not get caught up.
Yeah. We got our boosters the other. I got my booster a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe. And my wife got hers like before me. And let me tell you, when I had my booster, it was like the symptoms of the second dose, but spread out over 3 days. I was like, bro, why does my neck still hurt? I was like, yo, I still have a fever. Am I like, yo, maybe the anti-vaxxers were right. I think I'm dying. Like, this is crazy.
Yo.
Like, it is day 4 and I'm still shaking. Like, did they mix it with something else? And then I had just finished watching, we were in the middle of watching Dope Sick. And I was like, bro, did they make a mistake?
they gave you the
And now I'm
wrong, a
going
bad
through
batch.
withdrawal? like
Gave you a bad batch.
right? Like, did they give me Oxy? And I'm thinking here they gave me the you know, the booster, and I'm going through Oxy withdrawal or something. It was crazy.
Yo, I'm not gonna front. I'm scared to get a booster, Kof, man. Like, I don't know what to expect, and I feel like it went so smooth with my first 2 that it can't be a third because I didn't have anything. I didn't have not one side effect, whatever they call it. I got both of mine and was business as usual.
Wow.
Like, it was almost like they ain't even give me nothing. Just a little soreness in the arm. It was too good to be true. Because I kept waiting for it. I was like, all right, if not today, maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe the next day. And then I kept talking about it and telling my wife, like, oh, because we got it at the same time. It's like, oh, we going to be good. We going to be straight. And then it was not the same experience for her at all.
You were good.
Yeah, I felt bad. I ain't even gonna put her business out there like that. But shout out to her, man. She's a soldier. You holding it down. You made it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think it wasn't a mistake, but I think maybe because I mixed and matched the dose, like the booster, like my body was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And was like, all right, you want to play games? Cool. No
According to like the research, that provides the strongest level of immunity is having a mixed booster, right? But like,
Oh yeah, having a cocktail.
I mean, so they say.
How many of these is it gonna be though? Like, is it gonna be every couple of months forever, or what?
I don't know, right? I'm not an immunologist. I have no idea. But my assumption is like it's this one, like the boost. This is the one, the last one.
This is the last one.
I mean, a normal vaccine schedule is kind of like 3 or 4 shots, right? So
I want to say it's that, but it also depends on how many people actually get vaccinated. Because if there's enough people that are still around that are just like, nah, I'm not doing it, and it continues to mutate, then you're going to need a booster for the new mutations. It's almost like the people that are in a crazy way, the people that are getting, the vaccination and the boosters are keeping the pendulum from swinging all the way to like plague, pretty much.
Yeah,
right.
That's how it always works.
So it's like if we didn't do it, then we'd have a plague and it would probably wipe out the world.
My sister had a good observation that I ain't even peeped too. She was telling me like why the card got so many extra lines on it if you only was gonna need 2 doses. Like if they put it out there like, oh, 2 doses you good, why you giving me a card with all of this extra space on it, bro?
lines.
Like I don't need this much space. Just give me the joint to hold the 2 that I need. This card is big anyway. This like an index card.
The card is ridiculous.
Can't do nothing with. Like, you want me to walk around with this? Where?
It needed to be credit card size. That was the first real mistake.
like what the hell is this? This oversized card.
I bet you they were banking on people seeing the card and say, nah, I'd rather just do it digitally and like have it, because like on your iPhone you can keep your, like in the health app there's a section that has like all the tests, all the COVID tests that you've had, like negative, positive, and then I think there's a spot that keeps like your immunization card and lets them know that you've had, your 2 doses, when they were, all the information that you would need to fill out on like a form or whatever, instead of like walking
News
around
to me.
with a picture. Huh?
Yeah, I didn't even know
This is
that.
news to me.
Yeah,
I'm a
word.
tech guy.
Yeah, no, I'll send you guys a screenshot after this.
They got a health
The little
app.
the iPhone.
Yeah, I use the health app because I use the Apple Watch, right? So I'm in there, but
It's
I
under
must have
like
not
your
looked at it.
personalization stuff. Like it's like, how you can import like charts and all that from like your medical charts. It's there, and that's also I think where the permissions for the COVID exposure don't live there. They live in the general settings. But like I'll show you. I'll send you guys a screenshot.
All right.
Yeah, word.
And in Canada, like you got to fill out you have to download a whole app and like plug in all your information, where you're staying, how you're staying, what's your recourse if you get COVID, how are you getting home, like all types of stuff before they even think about letting you in.
Yo, catching COVID while you away, it gotta be the worst. Like that
Especially
gotta be a
2 years
disaster.
ago when it was like
Yeah.
no one knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And they wasn't letting no ports be open. They're like, nah,
Yeah.
figure it out, fam.
Yeah.
Yo, there was somebody on my team that recently came back from a vacation. I think they either went to the Caribbean or someplace warm, and they were like, "This is the second time they've gone. The first time, and this time they had to not only like obviously get their shots and all of that stuff, and like show that they were negative, but they also had to buy additional hotel insurance that said if they got COVID." They bought enough insurance to pay for the 2 weeks they would have to stay extra at the hotel.
Wow.
Because they were finding that before that, people were getting COVID and then getting stuck with like a $10,000, like a resort bill for an extra 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they're like brokering deals. Like, listen, I can't pay this. I was going on vacation. I wasn't expecting to spend $20,000 because I got sick. And the hotels were either getting stranded with the bill or they were taking legal action against people. Like, yo, you stayed here for a month and you only paid for 2 weeks. So,
Yo, but it's not like you did it on purpose.
yeah.
You was stuck. Like, come on, yo. At some point, that's one thing I'm starting to hate, like, about this country or whatever. It's like the dollar is very important to where it doesn't even matter about human life really like that anymore. Like, look at all of this stuff going on with inflation, food, everything costs more. Like, what makes you think people can afford this? Like, at some point, what if people can't afford it and they just want to start taking their groceries? Like, when it's like, yo, I'm not going to go hungry. I'm not going to let my kids or my family starve. I'm just going to start taking this because you're making it damn near impossible for me to survive. Not saying that that's what you should do. Let me put that out there now. But just saying that at some point, the mindset has to change when it's like you're making it damn near impossible for me to get by. You're making it really difficult, and it's not as simple as just, oh, do better. If you working, make more, or get a job that pays more, or you should be in a better position in life. Everybody, it's not that easy for them. It's not that simple of an approach.
So, to answer your question, that's the way it's always been, though. And like, not that it's right, but like that's always been the approach of like capitalism, right? It's like, well, you need to make more, or you need to do more. And so, to really answer your question, I think they'll just bring in the military. Like, if it gets out of hand, they will have no problem having, like, right now, what they're doing for obvious reasons and shortage in terms of like personnel in like key areas, they're bringing in the National Guard to start driving school buses where there's a shortage of. Like, I don't think they will hesitate to bring in the National Guard to start patrolling grocery stores and making sure that, like, order, quote unquote, is kept in these places. I don't agree with it, but, like, I have no doubt in my mind that would be something that's not something that's already on the table. Like, if stuff gets out of control, that's why the National Guard is there. And after the National Guard, then we'll bring in the rest of the army.
So my controversial opinion is where you were like, I don't agree with it. I agree with it. I've been super duper poor. I think either the like tax the rich, right? Like Jeff Bezos making $1 billion a day, right? Or hundreds of millions a day, right? Like is ridiculous, right? So like if people steal from Amazon to eat, right? Like okay, I have no problems with it. I'm completely okay with like you've created this dichotomy where we already are being subsidized because of your greed, right? So like Walmart employees have the most government welfare, right? Because Walmart underpays their employees, so we subsidize Walmart's wages, right? So like if they pay $10 an hour, but the employees have to get benefits, that means Walmart is paying them 10, but you and I are also paying part of their wages,
Right.
so that they can get the public assistance, right? While the people at the top are breaking in billions and giving out the shareholders. The system is rigged, right? It's not even rigged. It was designed this way, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not broken. It's designed this way. And I am thankful for all of the labor shortages, because we don't have a labor shortage, right? We have a workers' revolution going on. We have people deciding like the system sucks. The people on the bottom, y'all called us essential employees and all of these great like terms to try and endear us, but kept paying us $9 an hour, right? Like not enough to even like shop here. I'm glad they're quitting. I'm all for it. I think they should all make more money. When people are like, oh, you can't pay fast food workers $15 an hour when ambulance people only make $15 an hour, I think they're having the wrong argument. I think they should pay $15 an hour for the fast food workers, and ambulance people should make more. I don't think the argument should be with the fast food worker. The argument is with the higher ups that are keeping all of us down.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Preach on, brother. Preach on. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's just, it's not right how uneven it is. It just, people shouldn't. I mean, you should have what you earn. If you earned something, then you deserve it. I'm not trying to say that it should be like, oh, just give it away. But at some point, come on, man. People shouldn't have so much more than they need when there's so many people that don't have anything that they need. It's not even like they got a little bit.
As someone who's worked their way up a few corporate ladders, no one works harder than the people on the bottom, right? So like the people who make nothing work 10 times as hard as the people who make everything. So even the argument that like they don't deserve it, like they didn't earn it, they earned every nickel.
Yeah.
Right? Like pay them more.
Yeah. Like come on with the nonsense, man. It's just not, it's not right. And you done shown like the money will come from somewhere. You just spent all of this time, you signing all of these $1 trillion bills and doing this and doing that and changing infrastructures, and everything that you doing takes money. So all of that, we don't know where the money's going to come from. That argument is kind of played out. It doesn't make sense anymore. You let us peek behind the curtain a little bit to see that there's a way. And now that they're trying to get you back out of the COVID mindset, the new norm, and back to real life and reality, it's like they don't even care what you got to deal with. It's just, oh, just get back out there. That's it. You want to survive, get back out there. You got to do something. Come on, man. Like, and this is the greatest country, like, in the world.
Yeah. So my wife just recently started a new job, right? But her old job, the only reason she went even looking for another job is because, like, the issues, right? Like, if the baby was sick, they would be like, oh, you still coming in? Like, meanwhile, she could do her work remotely, right? Like, she worked remotely for months and months. And they, like, used her PTO for, like, when the office was closed, like, the day after Christmas. They're like, oh, that comes out of your PTO. This day, oh, that comes out of your PTO. She's like, yo, I'm in my assessment, I need more paid time off. And, like, so they were not trying to hear any of it. She found a job that pays 50% more than she was making, gives her twice as much PTO, recently were like, oh, Fridays is probably going to be remote and Wednesdays probably half day, right? Like all the things,
Yeah,
right? Like all the things she wanted. And then her old job, the higher ups, because she did a lot at her old job, and they're like, well, did they offer her anything to stay? And the other managers are like, nah, they didn't offer anything. So it's like, you made your bed, right? Like now, see now you can complain about a labor shortage, right? Like now you can't find nobody to do the 3 jobs I was doing for the one person salary.
Yeah.
Now complain.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't even think it's just like a labor shortage. I think people finally got to see what their life could be like, or what their life should be like, if you're not just walking around and you're kind of like a robot. You know, when you got to go somewhere 5 days a week, you're just stuck in a routine, in a system. And you don't really have the time to see maybe how unhappy you are with working that job, or how much you're actually missing out on from being home and being around your family, or just having some time to yourself. And now it's kind of like, look, you're not even giving me the proper incentive to want to come here. You know, I saw, like, I got a little bit of peace with not putting myself through this. And you want me to come back, and for what? Like, people kind of, they might be woke a little bit out there into looking out for themselves a little more, and realizing that maybe there's some power in that. It might be a little power if everybody just stick with what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we got a little, COVID, labor. Hey, we switched it up this time around. But it is what it is. It was good just chopping it up with y'all, man. I missed y'all. I'm coming tomorrow early. Kofi, we going to set up
Just
what we've been
an
setting
emoji.
up.
Don't even send a text message.
Yeah.
It's either
Nah.
a smiley face, mind blown, or a poo-poo.
You'll hear about it in the episode, bruh. And I might record something in that studio. Not just a pod. I might lay a verse. Drop. Yeah, I might. The Hulkamania, I'm gonna come up out my shirt and just do a leg drop, man. Nah, but seriously, it's always a pleasure kicking it with y'all. If you out there and you going through some things, man, hopefully you could come through it. You stay inspired, you stay happy, you stay loving the ones that love you, and you stay focused on the prize, which is chasing that peace. And just becoming the person that you want to be, man. Find some people that you enjoy being around, that you enjoy doing some things with, and hopefully you could grow, you could learn. Hopefully you enjoyed what we trying to bring to the table. Subscribe. Fellas, you already know what it is. Appreciate y'all. Whoever you are, wherever you are, no matter what you're doing, just be inspired. Choose to inspire, not destroy. You heard? Peace.
Yeah.